bonjour, 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 boners. Bonjour, 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 boners. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás bien? ¿Cómo estás bien? ¿Cómo estás? I hope bien. How can you be bien when there's a World War III? How can you be bien when there's a three world? Hi, hey, 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 ho. Hi, how you doing? Bonjour, boners. My name is Jess Wood, and this is Get Wood, brought to you by Peace, Love, Understanding, Compassion, Community, and Teddy Grabs. Yes, that's all of my sponsors are here to tell you the same thing, that we're killing it. We're killing it with the titty grabs. That's a for sure situation. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Get Wood. I guess the time to do it is now. That's the theme song. Want to join in? I would love that. Bam. And you say, goddamn. This is a dope jam. What's happening right now? I'm broad. What is it? I'm broad. Who are you? I'm broader than Broadway. And what else? Yes, I'm abroad, and I'm broad, and you can see broader than Broadway. And I'm a diddlin' myself. And it feels so good. I can't stop. Your sauce will mix with ours and we'll make a good goulash, baby. Oh, yeah. What time is it? It's time for your favorite show in the universe. Get Wood with your pal, Jess Wood. And that is moi. Como esta? Oh, man. Well, hello, boners. Bonjour. And thank you so much for being here. Whether you're a listener or a audio video person watching the video or listening on audio, I appreciate you so much. I really, really do. And what can I say? What can I say? I can say that it's been quite a week. It's been quite a 6 months, but we're here, me and my multiple personalities, to entertain you. Let me entertain you. Let me see you smile. It's hard. It's a tough call right now because we're on the precipice. That's right. I know words on this show, or of a major situation. And so, what here at Get Wood, we believe that we need a little respite in our weeks and our months and years. And so we come on here once a week for a little bit of a 30-minute or so, and we tell you some stories that hopefully will cheer your little butt or your big butt. Whatever you would like to have a butt be like, it's that. It's that butt. Medium sized, a giant, a Brazilian, a bubble, flat, round, tiny, teeny, tiny, like a couple of tennis balls together. Whatever kind of butt. I'm here for you. And I'll tell you this, I love where I'm sitting right now. If you're just listening to the audio, I am sitting on the floor. I know, I'm having my own personal sit-in, brothers and sisters. I'm sitting in and I'm against the war, and I'm doing my own silent protest here apparently. Apparently alone and on the floor is how I protest best. But how do you protest best? Because there is one of the stories that I wrote down for this week was to talk about how many ways there are to protest. And I know I've talked about this before, but I want to talk about it again. The newest way that my friend in Los Angeles, who I have tons of friends in Los Angeles, because I represent, and he told me that his favorite protest way to protest was, listen to this, people out where ICE is staying, like hotels, Airbnbs, people's garages, I don't know, wherever they're putting up those dickwads. And they're finding out where ICE is staying, and they're going outside in their cars. And you can make it a fun time. You can pack it up with your friends and get some snacks on the way. You can have some juice or I don't know, soda if that's your style. Anyway, they go outside of where the ICE people are staying, and they lean on their horns all night long, and they blast their radio all night long so that it makes a ruckus, so that the people, whoever's in charge, the renters, the rentals, the rental people, the hotel management, they have to kick ICE out of said place because there's too much a ruckus. You heard, boners? Now, all my boners who have access to cars or friends with cars or in LA, and you can't put your body in the streets, and you want to feel like you can do something, and you already stopped shopping at all the bad places to shop, then get into your car, make it a fun day, make it a fun time, make it a fun night. It's probably a nighttime thing, and there's nothing to do at night anymore. There used to be so much fun stuff. I don't even see people cruising anymore in New York. Like, where are you going to cruise? There's not a lot of places to cruise anymore. And there used to be the Village. And in Hollywood, oh my God. Somebody's got to tell me if Hollywood is still the cruise capital of the fucking world, even though it's not really, because I went to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and oh my gosh, I found all my lowrider boyfriends. I mean, real for real, there is a place, I think it's Las Cruces. I could, where it's the largest lowrider in the world. And you know what else? That little town of I'm speaking of, that city, the largest Sikh community. I know, the cool guys with the turbans, and they're all into peace and love and stuff. I mean, how do you have the biggest Sikh community and the biggest lowrider community in the same community? I fucking love that shit. Anyway, it's right up my alley. Sikhs, cholos, anybody with anything on their head. So if you want to protest, but you can't get your body outside, and you have already stopped shopping at all the places and boycotted all those places, then please take part in this honk, radio, loud situation, and go and find out, because they're leaking where they're staying all the time. And you can go and round up a bunch of your friends and make it a party. You're like, hey, girl, you want to go to the bar tonight? No, girl, I want to go to the Airbnb in Silver Lake where ICE is staying and blow their asses out of town. Okay, girl, that sounds even better. Okay, girl, let's go. Stop by In-N-Out, get a burger, a boygie. You heard? Oh, the In-N-Out. That's really all I miss about LA. Well, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. You don't have to lie, Craig. You don't have to lie. Do you know how often I do Friday quotes from the movie Friday? Yeah. Just all the time. And Bye Felicia, I feel like Bye Felicia became this weird kind of trending thing to say for people. And I don't think everybody knew what that thing you keep saying, that word you keep using. I don't think it means what you think it means. Anyway, yeah, The Princess Bride. Yes, Princess Bride, Bugsy Malone. I got all kinds of references here. Do you guys know what Bugsy Malone is? Who Bugsy Malone is? Okay, let's go way back, like way, way back to the 1970s. Okay, there was a movie, and this is when we liked him. Scott Baio was his first film ever, and Jodie Foster. Jodie Foster's and Scott Baio's first movie ever. This is even before Scott Baio's was on Happy Days, if you know Chachi. If you know, then you know. Hachi, I call him, because so hot. My type, kind of a greaser, kind of a criminal. Anywho, Shana, Bugsy Malone is a gangster movie. Gangster, straight up motherfucking gangster. But like New York City gangster, like three-piece suit gangster, like fedora hat gangster, like 1930s prohibition gangster. Okay? But here's the catch. Are you ready? Hold on to your fucking fedoras, babe. It's all children in the movie. No. Yeah, I know. All of it. Children in the movie. No, I'm not. Listen, there are guns involved. There are, hot like ladies, like not, like ladies who are a little bit like, oh yeah, like a very Mae West style of ladies in there. I mean, Tallulah, come on, my name is Tallulah. Ah. Anyway, Bugsy Malone. I've been studying Bugsy Malone this week because I have a small yet exciting little audition. So I have been studying Bugsy Malone. So I had to pick a song to sing for this audition. That's right, I'm a singer. You hear this melody in the beginning of the show? You hear me singing a mashup melody of all the favorite songs of mine and more. You know what I loved is when I first started singing that song, which was now probably more than a decade ago. Oh my God. And I when I say I'm going to stop singing my theme song, people go, no. And so I'm like, all right, if you're not sick of it, I guess I'm sick of it. So I started singing that song on a show called The White House. The White House? After Black. After Black. When I was on with Josh Homer. And a lot of you remember the Ratchet Hatchet. And if you don't, you got to go look it up. There were so many great episodes of the Ratchet Hatchet with Josh and me. Hey, Alex. My baby. And so, why did I bring up the Ratchet Hatchet thing? Well, Bugsy Malone. Go watch it. That's all I'm saying. Just go watch it. It's such a cheerful movie, even though, yes, there are guns and it's all children, cast children. Like Fat Sam's Grand Slam is a speakeasy where you have to like say the secret word into a wall of books, and then the guy's like, yeah, all right. But then you come in and it's like, like there's all these dancing girls and stuff, but no one is over 14 years old in this entire movie. It's amazing. And the guns shoot whipped cream, not bullets. But the whipped cream kills. I know. I got a runny nose. Come on. So Bugsy Malone, Scott Baio, Jodie Foster, numerous other children who I don't know if they went anywhere after that, but my God, it's amazing. So go and watch that this week. That's my review this week. I didn't watch anything that was present time. I'm digging into the past because it really does feel like the past right now. I look to my notes. World War III is okay. So a lot of people are like, it's imminent, it's coming. And I'm like, I don't think so, because I lived through the 1990s when we had a couple of guys called Bush, the Bush administration, and then the younger Bush. It was all war all the time, like warmongering, fucking lying, conniving, white men who want nothing but war and horrible things to people. That is the opposite of everything that we stand for. So suck a dick there, Bushes. Also, Barbara, really? Mother, really? Like, no one wanted to look into the fact that he was married to a lady that looked like his mom and he called her mother, and no one wanted to. It's just creepy. Creepy. Is it as creepy as the guy who's now the pedophile and the rapist and the whole set? Not really. This guy got him beat. Like, we're just escalating more and more gnarly horror. You know what I mean? Like in the 90s, we were like, we're going to have another nuclear war. And the weapons of mass destruction, that's a big lie. And rah, rah, rah. And now, and now the 90s are back. I just thought it was just the fashions, but actually it's all the stuff. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, let's get back to the bosoms, and let's get back to the positivity that we like to push on Get Wood. I push positivity at you like the rock up the mountain of that Greek, the myth. And it's a myth. Yes. Do you remember that from the Muppet Show? Okay, so that for me as a child, the Muppet movie, anything Monty Python, Kids in the Hall. I was just talking to somebody about this, another comedian, and I was saying how disappointed I was a lot of the time that the comedians just didn't know their history and how much history of comedy feeds into now and how spectacular it was then. Look at the things that people got through then. I mean, fucking A, look at Richard Pryor. And if you know me, you know Richard Pryor is my dude. And was my dude. And for him to be able to talk about the shit that he talked about and make it funny and make it relatable, that is what is up, yo. So speaking of comedy, I went out on Friday evening. So what had happened was I got booked on this show in Long Island. And I just have to back up a second and tell y'all that here's the thing. These guys that run an open mic in the city who I love, adore, they're my babies, they're my brothers, they're my kin. They are it's the Tao of positivity. Thank you, Alex. Yes, I will take it. It's also 101 right now in the city, so I'm a bit schwitzy. How do you do? A little schwitzy for you Jewish lady here. So, anyways, I went out to Long Island on Friday night, having been in Coney Island before going to Long Island. Listen, who's an island hopper? Who knew? I'm a fucking fancy lady island hopper. I'm just hoping you don't see the bottom of this skirt because there's a coochie out. How do you do? I island hopped on Friday, first with the seniors at the storytelling that I volunteer at a storytelling group. Oh, God. Get yourself a couple of senior citizen friends. Get yourself a couple of senior citizen friends. It's so enlightening and beautiful and positive. And these motherfuckers have been through more than we have. Depression, Vietnam, Korea. Like these are the 90s, 100. The drilling's back and the cops are coming. I got to get out of here soon. This is insanity. I hate that it's drilling again. I tried to get in here. Anyway, we're going to continue on. We're going to continue on because that's what we do, because positivity wins. Ha! All right. So, I go out to Long Island and I'm on the LIRR, the LIRR, the Long Island Railroad, or as Lou referred to it as one of my new best friends in comedy. He doesn't know yet, but he is one of my new best friends. Lou referred to it as the LIRR. And then Danny, my other new best friend in comedy, said, "Ooh, LIRR sounds like a slur. Like, ew, look at those LIRRs over there. I can't believe this train got so many LIRRs on it." Anyway, it was silly and it was fun. And that's how the whole night went. But we showed up. Here's what happens. You want to know behind the scenes, BTS, behind the scenes with comedians when we land in a city that we've never been to or a town that we've never been to where we have to perform? Well, when we're getting driven to the venue and we're passing stores like Versace. We're passing stores like Tiffany and Co, Anthropology, Versace, Gucci. There's all these fucking stores, and we're like, where are we? What is going on? Why is this so wealthy? And the manicured lawns were immaculate. There were a ton of American flags. Too many to make us feel like we were in a place that was really good for us. Anyway, that's been going on since early this morning, and I really thought they were going to take a lunch break. I mean, these poor babies here's the thing. I'm changing my anger to compassion. I'm practicing. So I'm like angry. Oh, I need to do my podcast. I'm so important. What are you doing drilling? And then I think, oh God, who has to drill? It sounds like they're drilling into the cement and into the thing. And you know what I'm hoping? I'm hoping it's for somebody's air conditioner, that someone is getting an air conditioning installed and that they can get it installed. And that is all. And who am I? I'm just some lady that talks a lot for half an hour every week. Anyway, let's continue on and try not to get too distracted. You know how I can't help that. So we're in Long Island and we see all these rich things and we're like, manicured lawns. Oh God, it's the wealthy whites. Do we have anything in common with the wealthy whites? I want to know. I don't know. I don't know. So we get to the venue and it's this really cool converted, it was an auto shop. before, and now it's a brewery and a coffee place, and they had all these chairs out, and they had this big room, and it was very like loft, New York City loft feel, and the downstairs was where everybody came in, and it was very cute. It was very, very fun and sweet, and all the people were, it was a very golf vibe. Like there was a very, very golfy kind of energy going on. Hey, there was, the wealthy whites. I don't have a lot in common with them. So sometimes it gets a little freaky to think about doing comedy there, because you're like, oh, how are they going to relate to me? What are they going to. But let me just tell you, my loves, I afterwards was talking to a couple of the audience members, and this woman came up to me, and she had the sweater over her shoulders, wrapped in the thing, and very preppy, very wealthy white, very poolside country club. And she came up to me and she said, so what is it like being in a gang? I've always wanted to be in one. Oh my goodness, I loved her. I I mean, I bet it's better than your sorority was. You know what I mean? I gotta say, I don't know. I've never been in a sorority, nor do I really know any sorority sisters per se. So I don't know. But gang life, fun, community, a lot of jokes, because you are very close to death every day. So it makes sense. Anyway, it was really fun. We had a really great time. And Danny and Lou and I all took the trains back together to the city, and we had an amazing bonding experience. Talked about Tom Waits. I mean, yes, we talked about comedy, but Tom Waits? Come on. That shit is special. Um, all right, last story, and then I'm gonna go because this is it. And the drilling, it's very sad. Okay, so my favorite time of year, my favorite date of the year is June 21st. Not just because it's the summer solstice and because all of the witchy things that happen and all the changes in the season and the warm and the sun and the longest day of the year. No, but what I love June 21st for is the Mermaid Parade, the New York City Mermaid Parade. Oh, I'm making a heart with my hands. Come on. And I'm not even doing it right. Let's make a heart with our hands about the mermaids. The Mermaid Parade. First of all, if you're a dude and you enjoy to see ladies' bodies, this is not to exploit my sisters, but I have to just tell you, there's every type of lady there, and they are all wearing clams on the fucking half shell. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple of clams strapped to their titties, and that's about it. Maybe a seaweed on their coocherama, but it's very, very sexy. And the men as well, if you enjoy looking at men and seeing men and looking at a chest, perhaps in a fin with a, with a mermaid fin underneath it. Amazing, beautiful, gorgeous, so creative. Everybody's so creative, but really so fucking creative. New York City, it's hard because when I first got here, when I was a young girl in the 1900s, and I arrived here, it was so art filled. I mean, it was dangerous and it was dark and it was scary, but it was art because artists could afford to live here. Now it's very resembling of the Long Island area. Like it's very golf, very pickleball, ugh, very pickleball injuries, very sweater around the shoulders. You know what I mean? New York City, New York City, New York City. So going to the Mermaid Parade brings all the artists back, and everyone is building. They started building yesterday, or they started building on Sunday, the day after Mermaid Parade, for their next costume for next year. There are the most beautiful, original, creative, gorgeous, you can't even really believe, people on stilts, cars included. There are people who've done their bicycles up. Like there was a woman who had all this, yes, before gentrification. And I am terribly sorry because I know I am also considered a gentrifier, even though I was a welfare recipient as a child. And I came to New York as an artist and I struggled and I was on a lot of heroin. But hey, I made it out drilling. And, and so This woman was on her bicycle and she decorated it all with all these balloons that were like tentacles. And she was dressed in also tentacles and she was the Kraken. Release the Kraken. And don't mess with the mermaids because the ocean is a very, very fickle and strong. And Mother Nature, she don't like you. She don't like us. She really doesn't like us. I mean, we can strap on a mermaid fin and pretend like we belong in the water, but Mother Nature's like, bitch. Anyway, I loved the pizza rat people. There were people dressed like pizza rats. There were people dressed like pizza rats. Thanks, Jason. I love you. There were people dressed like pizza rats, and I was so there for it. I also had eaten some mushrooms, so I was really there for a lot of things. Do you know what I mean? And there was a woman who was dressed like a fish, like just a giant fish, but her eyes were her titties, like her big fish eyes were on her titties. So I went, when we walked by each other, I said, honk, honk, hello, lady, honk, honk, hello, lady fish, honk, honk, my eyes are down here. And she was like, yeah. There was a Pee Wee Herman, a full Pee Wee Herman group, like a lady that was dressed like Pee Wee Herman and had a scooter that was all dressed like the bicycle. There's no basement in the Alamo, but there was a zombie. That's right. In the box, did you name Makalaka High, Makahiny Ho? Well, he didn't have any arms. Makalaka High, Makahiny Ho. Howdy-ho. That's a good idea to do for the Mermaid Parade is Mr. Hanky. I feel like Mr. Hanky, Towley, Timmy. Like, I feel like there are a few South Park characters that get ignored during the holidays, and I think we need to remember them and bring them in. And please, thank you very much. So I also wanted to, wait, I wrote it all down and I can't read my own writing. What the fuck does it say? I have so many. I had a comic ask me last week if I did a podcast. What do I think? I'm fucking God? What do I think? I'm so prolific? What am I, a guru? And I'm like, no. Here's the thing. And he goes, well, you can't just get on there and just riff. And I said, oh God, no. I have so many notes. Like there's no, that you can't, it's not, come on. I can't just get up here and riff. What are you, crazy? All right. What else happened at the goddamn thing? Anything goes. Oh, we did go to the ocean to swim. We did continue to have our outfits on. So I had this big headdress thing, not a headdress, flower headband. And I had forgotten that I was wearing it until I was in the ocean. And I was like, you know what? Mermaids wear flowers in the ocean. Deal with it, folks. So it was a perfect day for the Mermaid Parade. The weather was perfect. It was cloudy. It was kind of cool breeze. I mean, not cool. It was still, in the 80s. But it is a heat wave right now in New York City. So to keep cool, you really have to start fucking somebody you don't like because they have good air conditioning. That's just all I know. And there's a lot of golfers around that probably have great air conditioning in their luxury apartments. So keep an eye out. All right, I got to get out of here. The drilling is back. I'm back next week. You know this. And you know this, man. Chris Tucker and Friday Forever. Friday Forever. I've referenced it now thrice. I adore you all so much for listening, for watching, for sharing this with your friends, for using hashtag GetWoodPodcast to get the algorithm getting me back. Because guess what? They've censored me on the Instagram. The Instagram. It's not because I'm old. It's because I'm too positive, too positive. They don't like positivity. So you know what? To rebel, be as loving and as peaceful and as good as you can to yourself first, obviously, diddly, 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 and then to others. And also, if you are not hurting yourself and you are not hurting anybody else, you got it going on. Flip your hair for coolness. Thanks, Jason. Love you. Alex, love you. I love that people showed up today for my for my drilling. Ooh, she was getting drilled all through her show. Wow, this has now turned into a different type of show. Anywho, get wood every Tuesday. Share it with your friends. Be sweet to yourself. Be sweet to each other. It is such a hard time right now. Please, we need you to rebel with love. We need you to rebel with community. We need you to rebel with good health. Keep yourself hydrated. Keep yourself eating like yummy fruits and water, plenty of water. Okay, my loves, please stay safe. Please take care of yourselves and each other. Please call and get those motherfuckers arrested, those icers. They're not right. That's not right. That's the bullshit that we got to fight against right now. And let's just keep our brothers and sisters safe. And I love you so, so much. And I guess that's really all I have. I mean, me and the drill are going to go now. Love you. See you next Tuesday. That's right. You can't fight if you're dehydrated. Thank you, Jason. And words to live by. Love you guys. Bye. Bye. Love you.